What is up, guys, and welcome to another edition of the Market Marauder Show. Hopefully, everybody's having a great beginning of the week. So we're going over some penny stocks. So this is going to be another episode of Penny Party, just where I go over penny stocks that I am watching. So let's jump to the first one. First, we have ticker sign CLSN. So at a week high of $3.25. Ended today at 281, and then went down 19 cents to end at 262. Overall, still bullish on this name though. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100, and VWAP is above moving average 10. So moving average 10 being this red line right here, and moving average 50 and 100 being this purple and yellow line right here. VWAP also is this lime green line, which is above the moving average 10 line, which is this red line. So those are the indicators that I use for doing my chart analysis. But on the channel, I like to do some background information. So let's jump into that. So background information on them. This article just came out today. So it says that they have received FDA Fast Track designation for Gen 1 in advanced ovarian cancer. Celsium's commitment to promoting immune system solutions to fight life-threatening diseases granted an accelerated development pathway. So designation provides potential for an expedited regulatory review. So this is pretty big news, in my personal opinion, for the company overall. Definitely going to be looking to see what comes out of this. Getting FDA fast track is a pretty big deal in my personal opinion. It definitely can, help the company overall once they get that approval for this treatment. So definitely gonna be looking at them in the coming weeks to see how the development of this actually comes. So looking at the stock, it's at two something right now currently. But the next indicator I'm going to be looking at is this 345. So I'm going to be looking forward to hit this 345 level, which we'll have to test again. Fell down a little bit today, but then I'm looking at this 345 target again because that's the next level. So going right here, we have one level at 325, and then my next level is going to be looking at this 345 level. So pretty good news for the company overall, and definitely going to be interested to see how they end the week. So this is just the beginning of the week. But definitely going to be looking for them all week with that news. Next, we have ticker sign AMC, which is one of the Wall Street Bets stocks. It's the one that's mentioned quite a bit. It was the one that was mentioned with GameStop. But AMC seemed to be rallying towards the end of the day today, so that's pretty good news for them. Had a week high of $6.68, ended the day at 6.55, and then after hours went up 34 more cents to end at 6.89, so setting a brand new week high. Definitely going to be a lot of momentum and volume from this one, especially because there are a lot of people on the sidelines, in my personal opinion, waiting for this to start to rally back up so they can take advantage. So definitely going to be looking at this one for tomorrow as well for AMC, especially considering that they had a 34-cent rally after hours and are starting off the morning with a new week high at 6.89. So price target for them, in my personal opinion, I'm gonna have to scroll out a little bit. I would say the next level. For me, I'd have to say it's probably around this range right here, 720 range. Because it was at 720 for quite a while. If we see right here, back around the fourth and the fifth, and then if it breaks through that level, then I'll have to say my next level for them is going to be right here at this 980 level. So going to be looking for them at this 720 level and then the 980 level. So that's kind of my price target for them. I definitely believe it can get there, especially with all the momentum. But on the channel, I like to go some background information as well. So one of the reasons for this catalyst for movement is they're talking about reopening movie theaters in New York City. So as you know, or if you're not familiar, AMC is a movie theater company. They have a lot of different theaters throughout the United States. But one of their main ones is in New York, and they're talking about opening back up. Now, if you know, during the pandemic in the states, New York was one of the epicenters for the pandemic. So I think with them saying they're going to be reopening movie theaters in New York means that they have a plan moving forward for combating this pandemic, and also there's a different, time as well. Vaccines have started to come out and start to roll out, so that's on their side. That could help them as well. So definitely going to be looking to see how AMC can perform, with this rollout. And I definitely think, since this article kind of came out later in the day, more people weren't able to actually take advantage of it. So I think AMC is going to rally like crazy going in tomorrow, especially with the market selling off like it did today. So uh, if you want to follow along on these charts, I am using Webull. If you'd like to sign up for Webull and get 2 free stocks when you deposit $100 or more, I have a link down below where you can sign up for Webull. You don't have to sign up to follow along to these charts. You can just go to Webull.com. I am using the moving average 10, 50, 100, and VWAP 14, all which can be found in this indicator tab right here. I'm also using the 30-minute chart interval, so if you want to follow along on that, that is the chart interval that I am using if you want your chart to look like this. If you use any of these other intervals, it may look a little different, but just bear that in mind if you want to follow along. Those are the indicators, and that is the time interval. Next, we have ticker sign ET for Energy Transfer LP. Now they had a week high of 767. They ended the day at 747. And then after hours went up 6 more cents to end at 753. So overall, still bullish though. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100. VWAP is below moving average 10. Going to be looking to see if this can cross back to moving average 10 for tomorrow. Look like some downward trending momentum going towards the end of the day or towards close, but overall still some positive metric coming through with this positive plus 6 cent or 0.80% rally after hours. Now, background on them, they did have earnings that came out on the 17th, so that could be part of the catalyst for them going up. Generally, some of the highlights on them. So, some of the financial highlights. Let's go into the top portion on here. So, it says ET reported net income attributed to partners of 3 months ended December 31st, 2020, 509 million. Of the 3 months ended December 21st, 2020, per limited partner was 0.19 per unit. Adjusted EBITDA was 2.59 billion. It says for the quarter continued to reflect improvement efficiencies and lower operating expenses in all partnerships' core operating segments compared to the same period in the prior year. So it seems to be they're doing pretty good on that end. They said in February 2021, so that's just recently, they announced the acquisition of Enable Midstream Partners LP in a 7.2 billion all equity transaction. So that's a pretty big transaction that they just made right there for that acquiring of Enable Midstream Partners. And then they have some other things on here that they've done company wise to help just basically restructure as well as grow the company overall. So I think the earnings in general is pretty good for Energy Transfer, and definitely be looking to see how they perform as time goes on. So definitely looking at this one for the week, especially since it went up so high and ended on a positive note. So it ended at 753. So I will be looking for them to test this 767. Possibly if VWAP can go back up and start going back above the moving average 10, then I'd say, yeah, contest the 767. But if not, then maybe some more sideways oscillation between this 741 level and around this 764 level. So next on here, we have ticker sign HL for Helsia or Helka Mining. Now they had a week high of 699, so they jumped to 699 today. Ended at 690. After hours went down 2 cents. It at 688. Overall, still bullish though. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100. VWAP is below moving average 10. We're going to be looking for that to jump back in front of moving average 10 for tomorrow. If not, again, some more sideways momentum, some more sideways oscillation coming from them. Background information on them. They did have a 2020 full year and fourth quarter results that came out on the 18th. So not too fresh, but it was last week. So their fourth quarter sales was 188.9 million, cash flow operations of 64.9 million, free cash flow of 28.3 million. So overall, pretty good numbers. 2020 silver production of 13.5 million ounces, up 7%, and gold production of 208 1,962 ounces, which is down 23%. So even though their gold production was down, their silver production was up. I think with gold being at all-time high prices, that kind of leveled out them mining 23% down, and with silver prices being up, I think that kind of also balanced out their silver prices being up. So I'm not too alarmed by having the 23% down for their mining. And I think but this industry of mining in general will definitely continue to go up as we continue to go into 2020 and 2021. I think gold and silver prices are going to continue to go up as we enter further into 2021. So definitely keep an eye out on a company like HL or Helka Mining as time goes on. Last on here, we have ticker sign RNWK for Real Networks. Now they touched 575 today. Ended the day at 502. They went up 7 cents to end at 509, but overall still a pretty good rally from them. Moving average 10 is above 5100. VWAP is right above moving average 10, so not too far of a distance from them. They're basically the same, moving average 10 and VWAP, but overall they did have a 7-cent rally after hours, so I'm going to be looking to see some more upward momentum from them as the market opens on tomorrow. Background on them, they did have earnings that came out. This is on the 10th of February, so quite a whiles away. But overall, seemed to be pretty good from them. So 2020 from continuing operations of 68.1 million, up 3% year over year due to aggregate growth of over 110% from two key growth initiatives: free to play mobile game and SAFR. So offset by declines in legacy business. So 2020 net loss continuing operations of 5.1 million, an improvement of 10.1 million compared to the 2019. And then it says on here, 2020 adjusted EBITDA loss of 8.6 million, an improvement of 11.4 million compared to 2019. So overall, I think pretty good metric for them. In my personal opinion, not really sure what this SAFR is. I'm not really seeing an acronym for that, so you all may be able to read the article for yourself. So I just Googled real networks, and then I went to their press releases, and this is where I found. So you all can go and read more about this. But I think overall for the company, with that earnings or what I have read so far from the earnings, they're doing pretty well. So definitely going to be looking at them as the week goes on, and going to be looking for them to touch this 575 potentially if we can get VWAP to continue to go back up. So right now it's kind of sideways, so maybe some oscillation. Between this 434 level to probably about this 549 level. So oscillation between those two metrics if we can't get this VWAP to continue to go up. So make sure to drop a comment down below. Tell me which stocks you guys are watching for the week. That's another episode of Pity Party. So hope everybody has a great week. Hope these videos are helping you all out. If they are, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Definitely helps the YouTube algorithm promote the videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.